Hi everyone. Here's our essential questions for today. These are 2 questions that we're going to be thinking about towards the course of our lesson today. What does it mean to act ethically? And how do people decide their ethical behavior? First, I want you to think about these questions. Each group is going to be given an ethical scenario. And I want you to read the scenario as a group, and you're going to think about it. I'm going to give each group a decision form. And there's 4 questions on here. And as a group, one person in the group will be the reporter. I want you to discuss the scenario, and I want you to write down what your group thinks about your scenario. Okay? So I'll go around and I'll pass these out to you.
When I first started this project, I figured the first thing I needed to do was actually try a lesson using the UBD template. So then, in this lesson, I decided to choose something that did not involve the computers. And this is something that is a little challenging to me because every day we're using computers on a daily basis. And I really enjoy when I have to do a lesson that does not involve using the computers. It involves group work. So I really like this lesson. It got the students engaged. I wrote the essential questions on the board, and the students saw it as a theme for the day. So even at the end of class, they kind of saw the theme, and we talked a little bit more about the questions towards the end of the class. Each group was really involved in their discussions. It was great to hear their opinions. They just had so many opinions about these unethical scenarios and what they would do. Each question was about what would they do, how would they change the scenario, how would they feel if that was them. So I was really impressed with their opinions and sharing their opinions and expressing their opinions. Using computers is such an individual activity, so this was really fun for me to kind of get to know the students a little bit more and what they thought about things. Our current curriculum, we have course competencies, and in our course competencies, when we wrote them, it only involved one engaging scenario. And it really made me think that every lesson needs to have an engaging scenario. So that's the thing I like about this UBD template. I also like the essential questions. It really helped me think of some critical thinking questions for the students and how they can relate to the material and what they think about the material. So I thought that was one of the most important aspects of this UBD template. I enjoyed writing my lesson in this template. It was very different for me. It was very challenging for me. And overall, I am happy with the results of the class. And I'm excited to try it again sometime.
Okay, now let's start discussing. I want to go one group at a time. We're going to listen to each other. We're going to listen to one another. Now, every group had a different scenario, so I want us to listen to each group, and I want to hear your results, okay? Devin's group. Why don't you guys go first? Everybody, let's listen to Devin's group scenario. Why don't you read your scenario?
Can collect maximum unemployment.
Guys, are we listening? Yes.
Can collect the maximum unemployment each week. He must swear that he doesn't have a job and is looking for full-time employment. He actually earns $900 a month doing odd jobs for people in the community. He's always paid for cash in those jobs.
Wow, okay. So, let's see your decision form. Now, what do you guys think about the scenario? Is it ethical?
Well, we kind of went halfway in the middle. It may be ethical, but it also depends on your situation in the economy right now. Because if you have to support a family, you want to support that family. So it may not be ethical, but you kind of need to.
Okay.
It's survival of the fittest.
It really is. Excellent. That's a good way to put it, comparing it with our economy right now.
Hi, Dora. We just finished our lesson about ethical use in the computers and looking at some scenarios and what's ethical and what's not. What did you think about today's lesson?
I really like how the essential questions made you think a lot, and I know that I'm going to be thinking about the day, just about this lesson, and I think it would be really good, like, if more people kept, like, thinking, is this good or bad, and, like, I don't know, just, I think since this is my first class, it's going to make me think the day about the questions.
Excellent. So you like the essential questions? Good. So it kind of had a purpose?
Yeah, I had a big purpose.
Good. All right. Thank you. Hi, Corey. What did you think about today's lesson?
I like the fact that we got to work in groups instead of being lectured by you or working by ourselves. It was actually pretty fun, and I was more interested in it.
Did you like sharing opinions and listening to other people's opinions?
I guess, yeah. It's pretty cool.
Okay, thank you.
Exactly. Just needed some more time, doesn't hurt to ask for more time, right? So you can pass some more work. Good, you guys did a great job. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Okay, so we tried the UBD template today, my first lesson trying it. Pretty happy with the results and how my class reacted. They did great. I put the essential questions on the board as we saw earlier, and even a couple students told me afterwards that, oh, it was nice to have something to kind of think about and kind of have a theme for the day. So I really liked how they reacted to the essential questions. I think that was great. I was very impressed with the reporting and filling out all the questions to the worksheets from the decision forms. They had some really good ideas, and they were talking about the scenarios. It was good to see them interact with one another for once. So this was very different for me. Instead of having each student at a computer, they were actually in groups and talking and discussing and sharing ideas, and I really liked that. And they did a great job at it. I'm very impressed with how they reacted to it and the results from this. So I think the most that I got out of the UBD template is probably the essential questions. It's not a yes or no question. It's kind of making them think and thinking for the day, and I like how the students kind of said it's kind of like a theme for the day. So it kind of made them think about it throughout the whole entire class and how to relate it to what we're doing. So that's the major thing that I got out of this project. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and